So in this session, we are going to do a lot more. So meanwhile, what we have done is we have added few of the property values or property functions in our session object and in the center object. So let's go through that. We know that session object has these particular properties which we are going to use. So what we have done is we have created some sort of helper functions over here, class methods. So now say we want to have a slot string. What it will do is it will simply join it and create a string of slots. Slots is a list. Now is available is going to return us a boolean value whether it is true or not. We know that if available capacity is going to greater than 0, it is always going to return true, otherwise it is false. So we know that some rows is available or not. Also we know if it is age limit equal to 18 and age limit equal to 45. So any of the center, be it is it going to provide 18 or it is going to provide 45 age, but it is not going to provide both. So we know that if it is for 18 plus and it has availability more than 0, then center is available for 18 and capacity is available. But if center is available for 18 and capacity is not, that means it is full, right? So same way we have in age limit for 45, and then we have created a function called display_info string. Sometimes this is quite confusing. We don't always get to see what actually we want to see or we want to return to the user. So we have created another function called display_info_str, which actually displays out the readable data in the readable format. So we have appended date, we have appended type of vaccine and the slots availability. So this is about session. We have added some functionality or some methods on the center as well. Now a center has one or more sessions. So now when we want to check on a center level, we know that if we have created this function just to check if 18 plus session is available. So first of all we check is 18 session available. Now if any of the sessions, right, the center has more than one sessions, as we can see, and if any of the session object has availability, I can say this center has an availability. And if any of the center is available 18 session, if any of the session, so here what we are doing is we are returning only all those session where we have availability, right? So we are just iterating over sessions, and if it is 18 and it is available, we are going to have some values. So just suppose we might have over here, we might have hundreds of value, but out of those 100, maybe 10 or 12 right now they are serving. So there is no point displaying all those centers which have no value at all. We always get to see 0. So that does not make sense. That's why we are filtering out explicitly whether we have 18 session available and how much. So if it is available or not. The same way for 45, how many 45 sessions are available, and just to check if is there any available session, then we are just going to check if we have any of the element in this particular list. And the same way we have created a property detail info available 18 str, where we are printing out info for 18 plus centers, and over here we are going to print info for 45 plus centers, right? So this is a small code which we have added. Now let's go back to our bot again. Let's do one thing. Let's create another file called helper, and let's add some of the function. So first of all, this if we observe this stuff, we are frequently going to use this type of thing, and so we can create a function called this list_to_str, which is going to accept a list and return a string. So we can say something like this: So we can say something like this. It is going to return me the list separated by new line, and then we can also beautify this stuff by saying let's add enumerator as well. Let's add numbering, serial number in all this stuff. Now when we enumerate a list, it will iterate. At the same time, it is going to return me so what it is doing it, you see we are enumerating our list and it is returning me index and element value, and over there what I am going to do is I am going to create a string with index and then with the value. So like over here I have print center. Now I am going to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so on, and let's add one more. Maybe it will start with 0. Let's add 1, and what I can do is over there I can import this file. So what I have done is I am passing a list of string to this particular function, and let's see how it is working. So you can see we have added serial number with all this. So we can reuse this particular function anytime whenever I want to use it. Now when I print this stuff, what I want to actually do is instead of printing the center, let's ask option from user if he wants data for 18 plus slot or 45 plus slot. Let's say reply text equal to please select from below option, and say I want to say that user says okay 18 plus slots in district name, and then he say that 45 plus slots in district name. Let's define these things as commands because we are going to use it. Retext, and then I can say 45 retext. And let's do one thing. Let's do the same stuff. If we receive any text starts with Here we want to return the centers which only has 18 plus slots, right? And the same way we want to have slots for 45. We want to do the same stuff like this. So when we click on this thing, we will get these two options: 18 plus in district and 45 plus in particular district. And when we will click on that particular 18 option, we will get this message, and if we click on 45, we will get this message. Let's see if it is working. So yes, please select from the below option: 18 plus in north and middle and 45 plus slot in this. And if the center, which is, so now it is coming to this particular block, the center which has only 18 plus slot in, so this, it is showing me this block. And if I go to say 45 plus slot, it will say return the center which has only 45 plus slot, so it is only printing this value. So now we have reached to this point. So now the only thing which we need to do is get out the centers, get the centers name. So by this method, of course, we will get the centers. So first of all, we need to get this as well over here. So once we have district, once we have center, now we just need to check how many centers we have right now for this stuff. So we can say, let's say these are the centers. We can say selected centers. We can say center for centers in centers if center dot let's see what function we have created for the center. Now we have created this particular so what we have created over here is we have created this function is 18 plus session available. If I get true, I will use it. If is 45, so we can say selected centers would be all those centers where this info is available for 45 plus. So I've got the selected center. Let's create a reply text like the previous one I created over here. This is what we have created. Sorry. This is what we have created. List to string with index and this stuff. Let's say this. So here I know I am only applying for selected centers, and I want to apply this, and I know I have created another very good function which is detail session info string with for this, and since this is a property, I don't need to apply this stuff. So essentially this is going to be my reply text. The same way I can do it in my 18 plus slot. Over there I am going to use is 18 plus session available. If yes, I am going to change it to this one. So here what I am doing is I am saying I am getting a district. Let's comment this out. I am selecting a district, then I am fetching centers by that particular district. Then I am selecting centers based on where the session is available at that moment, and based on selected centers, what I am doing is I am just returning the 18 plus info string for that particular selected centers. So now I should have a nice detail over here. It has to be a center. It says message text is empty. Okay, let's see, maybe there are no center at all. Like if we receive any center, then we go for this, else we say no center available. So when it is a list with more than one element, it will become true. If it's an empty list, then it will be false, and I will get this part, no center available in, let's say, district name. For this is 45 plus slot, and say I want to replicate this for 18 plus for slot 18 plus. Let's see. Yeah, so it is saying no center available in north middle for 18 plus slot, and it just throws me back. So this is pretty much the functionality. So let's go again. I'm going at particular district, and I can say 45 plus slot, and it's wow, it is actually returning me the 45 plus slots over here. And if I say some random 18 plus slot, and yes, now it is returning me 18 plus slot as well. And this is the string formation which we have done. This is the ID, this is the name of the center, and this is the date, what type of addition it is going to provide, and how many slots are available. So yes, this is pretty much it. We will enhance it more in the later session, but this is the sort of functionality which we are looking when we try to have a Telegram bot. And more option is when there is no slot available, we can ask user if he want to register, and later on we can put a cron where we can notify user. We will also do it in the future video. But for the timing, this is it, and in the next video we will see how we can add this instead of running it from the shell, how we can run it through a command which we can expose to some of the service, and so that we have up and running service. That's it. Thank you.